Travel Video channel. In this video, you'll hear all about my experience going overseas first time in Paris, France. If you watched part 1 and part 2, you're ready for this story time. And this is a little mini version of me showing videos and clips and photos of my. So stay tuned and keep watching, and I'll see you then. So we actually got up and we decided to go to one of the restaurants to get something to eat that morning. We're going to start our day off. I really wanted to go see the Louvre, but I knew we had the cruise, which was Saturday, which was day 3. Saturday we were going to go to our cruise because we had a dinner cruise that we planned out, and I actually went out my way to actually book a dinner cruise because I wanted our night Saturday to be special. And since Thursday and Friday was kind of like an off day, I felt like this would be a perfect opportunity to, really see the sights and see Paris, France. So I figured if there's anything, if I want to see just the monuments and all the nice things that Paris, France have to offer, I figure why not go on a dinner cruise, have dinner, and then listen to music, of course, and then, actually just relax and just enjoy. And I didn't want to be late because they told you need to be ready, or at least being by the docks maybe an hour before they actually depart. So I told Mama, I said, listen, we're going to make this day very short, so I don't want to plan too much or cram too much things into our day because I want to make sure that we get back in time for our actual cruise. Now, our cruise was something I booked outside. And again, I'm just picking up what happened. And I do have a full vlog of what happened, so you are going to see that. So we went early that day. We went to this restaurant, which I am going to list down below. And I was really hungry. I was tired. I was trying to get my body adjusted to the time zone, of course. And I really wanted to actually spend some time in the day because we've been going out at night. I want to spend some daytime in Paris, France. Now, it was slightly raining that early that day, so I really didn't get a lot of sun time. But I did go to this little deli shop that they had, and I thought it was really nice. And they also had vegetarian option. They also slight vegan. And so what I ordered was a tuna fish sandwich, and oh my god, you guys, this tuna fish sandwich was so bomb. Now, of course, American tuna fish is like mayo and tuna. This was not no ordinary tuna fish sandwich. So when I ordered tuna fish, I just assumed, I was thinking okay, I'll just order tuna fish because, pescatarian, that's what I like to eat. I'll eat fish, to seafood, any seafood, so I'll eat it. Now, the funny thing is, I actually went in there and we didn't know what we were going to order. There was a lot of things on the menu. So we ordered and we sat down. Now, the shop is kind of open. They have an outside door, and it's kind of no closing. It's open, so that way you sit inside the little actual deli shop, but it's still open to outdoors. So I can actually see outside while I'm eating, of course. And so I ordered me a 7-Up, and I ordered me a tuna fish sandwich. Now, my mom ordered a chicken salad. So for those of you, they did have chicken and stuff like that, and other items that have meat in it because there's a deli place. So I did order this tuna fish sandwich, and it was so bomb. It was so good. It had, they put a tomato base with arugula on top, and it put it with a nice, I want to say, flatbread, and it was so good. And I'm going to show you guys the picture. It was so good. I do recommend, if you do like tuna fish sandwich, I recommend going to that place and actually trying their tuna fish sandwich. Also, there's chicken salad that my mom had. My mom had a chicken Caesar salad, so she did say it was good. So I will recommend that. And she ordered water, and I ordered 7-Up. Now, I do want to put this out there, like, please realize that if you buy soda products or buy certain things, they do not taste like American products. So I'm drinking a 7-Up, and it's it's not as sweet as I expect a 7-Up to be. But I'm a kind of person, I'm not really a sugar fan, like, so I'm okay with drinking things that's not as sweet or not as sugary because I like healthy food. So I'm good. So I was just going to limit to say that. So if you order 7-Up and you were like, hey, Miss Casey told me to order 7-Up and I ordered it and it did not taste sweet, I'm just going to limit just putting that out there. Like, a lot of their soda products does not taste the same as it would if you're in America. Of course, I just want to put it on a limit and go out there, like, just be aware. But I liked it. I thought it tasted great. I thought the soda was great. So we left, and then we actually got ready and got dressed to go on our cruise. Now, finally, I will say the couple places that we did went Saturday, we did go to the first restaurant that was supposed to go to Friday. And we ended up actually getting at the restaurant, and they were already done serving, like, the brunch side of the menu. So the only thing they had left was, like, coffee and stuff like that. And I didn't want coffee. I wanted some food. So that's why we end up at the deli sandwich shop that was, like, right by our hotel. And everything, the one thing I will say I loved about our hotel, everything was in walking distance. Like, all the restaurants that we went to were in walking distance. Like, we could have walked, which saves you money on Uber. So look at it from that standpoint. If you do decide to go to the hotel that I'm recommending, everything, you're kind of in the heart of Paris, France. And you're basically right by you're probably, like, right by the Eiffel Tower, which I ended up getting pictures. I ended up going to a restaurant, but we'll get into that later. So initially we got to our hotel, got ready, got dressed, and was getting ready for the cruise. Our cruise ship was supposed to be departing no later than maybe 7:30, I believe. So we had to get back. It was already like 5 something going to 6 o'clock. And I was like, everything in Paris, France closes so early. And so we were trying to hurry and get back to our hotel. So I got an Uber, and he drove us back to the hotel. And so we got up there, we got dressed and got ready, and then we ordered another Uber to take us to the actual docks, to the cruise. We got on the cruise, and at this point, you guys, I'm just going to save it for the cruise because that's the clip that's coming up next. So just watch. Okay, so this is day 3. I know in the last video that I was actually speaking, I would kind of left everybody on a cliffhanger because I didn't really go into details. There's so much stuff that happened today.
Yes.
And yes, see, wait.
Thank you.
So, with everything being said, we're on our dinner cruise. So there's a couple of pictures. I know it's probably a little dark in here. I'm trying to get the best lighting. I'm just gonna pause for a second. Alright, so I'm hoping that I'm able to get the best lighting in here, you guys. But if I turn behind me, you can basically see, like, my head is in the way. But you can basically see some stuff going on here. Of course, I'm gonna definitely. So, like, I don't know, a lot of people coming up to me asking me to take a picture. Okay, so anyway, it is dark. I know it's the lighting in here where we don't have that much lighting, so I do apologize if it's a little dark. You guys probably can't see, like, my outfit. But I would probably go upstairs because they have, like, an upstairs balcony that you guys can actually see the view of Paris, France. And I do apologize that my camera is not the best lighting. I do have another camera I'm going to probably vlog this on so that way everybody can see what's going on and everything like that. But I'm going to try to enjoy the best of what's left of the trip. That was day 1 from, like, the last video. I didn't shoot anything from day 2 other than pictures because so much chaos was happening on day 1 and day 2 of Paris, France, Paris. So
on that note, I'm just gonna leave it as that. I'll probably get into more details in my next video, probably closer when we're getting off, and I'll probably pick up what actually happened, because I kind of left everything like, you know, what's going on, what's this and that. So, alright, and see the light, it'll get lighter. So, alright, see you guys. My beautiful daughter. I'm just gonna, that's what I ordered. That's what mommy ordered. Catch y'all later after I eat. So
watch the actual cruise and everything and what we experienced. I do sincerely apologize that the lighting was really off and very dark. So if you see this in the clip, I'm giving you a heads up, and I do apologize about the audio. It's a little tricky because it was very loud in there because of course they had music playing, all that in the background, and I do apologize that you probably can't see me, or you know, it's very dark, so the lighting was off, my lighting was off, so I do want to go and just apologize about that first. But now that the cruise is over, I did want to let you guys know, on our way coming back, this is where it gets real. Okay, so we get off the boat, and mind you, I just finished vlogging that whole thing, that whole experience on the cruise, and we took pictures. I did post that picture that you saw, and we did take pictures, and I realized in that moment that my battery basically was going dead. I only had probably maybe 15% of battery left on my cell phone to order an Uber, okay? Me and my mom went outside, and understand, to get to the docks, it's like cobblestone. Like, it's like, I'm wearing heels. Like, I'm wearing 4-inch heels in my dress, and I'm walking on cobblestone, standing up there with my jacket on, and my Uber driver is calling me, telling me, right? Where are you? Where are you? And I'm saying, I'm by the docks. If you come down, there's a bridge. If you come down to the bridge, you'll see, you know, the actual. Now, I punched in the right address. There's no way this man got lost. Like, in my mind, I'm like, how you get lost? You're an Uber driver. The whole point of me punching in my address is so you can get to my destination, so you can pick me up. for the life of me, again, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But he called me and said, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm right here by the docks. I'm standing right here." I said, "If you just drive," he said, "I can't get over there." I said, "What do you mean you can't get over there?" I said, "My last Uber driver was able to drive us through here and park, literally drive us through here and park down there and basically drop us off. Like, how is it that you're not able to do that?" And he said, "I'm sorry, like, I can't find you." Now my battery's going dead and my phone begins to cut off. I'm like, great. So I cut off mid sentence and I'm just like, I was about to cancel him because I turned on my phone again trying to call back, but like the phone kept just cutting out. So I was like, okay, my battery is dead. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I tried to put in another order for Uber. I tried to like turn on my phone real quick, hopefully put in another order. Hopefully the Uber driver will get that order. It didn't work out that way. Unfortunately, my phone was dead and didn't have enough juice, and I just wasted it talking to a man who clearly doesn't know his way around Paris, France, and you live here and you driving in this country. Okay, I don't know. Like, I didn't understand it, but it just surprised me because I felt like this the purpose of you being an Uber driver. You're supposed to be able to know, and I get it. Sometimes Uber drivers, they can't find your location all the time, but it didn't make sense to me. I put in the same address. It's the same thing as the driver picked me up from the hotel. How is it you could not pick me up from the actual docks, from the actual cruise site? I didn't understand that. But at that point, I was like, you know what? Fine. I did not bring a charger with me. I did not have an international charger port to actually charge my phone. And mind you, my phone is an Android. I do not have an iPhone. So I'm just going to go on a limb to say that I was already just felt like everything was going downhill from this point. Now we're stranded. We're stranded at the docks. We don't have a ride. We don't have like anybody that's going to pick us up. And it's just me and my mom out there. So I was like, "Mom, listen, we can't stay here and wait. We just can't." So as much as I hate to, we're going to have to walk up this hill, like up this like cobblestone hill to get from the docks. And hopefully, I know there's like, when we get up this hill, hopefully we'll get to like the actual intersection where there's city and we can probably stop and ask for directions or go to a restaurant or something. We got to get from out of here. You guys, I'm walking in 4-inch heels on some cobblestone. Pray for me. Because that's how I felt. I felt like my ankles, I was like, the last thing I wanted to do was walk up on some cobblestone. And on top of that, I'm not talking about just cobblestone in general. No, I'm walking up a hill. With a hill, you guys, a hill. Up cobblestone. Like cobblestone, I'm just like, it's murder on your heels. It's murder. And I just like felt like I was going to literally die. I was like, I don't want to take my shoes off and walk bare feet. That ain't happening. I'm just not doing it. So, yes, my poor feet. I'm walking up this cobblestone with my mom. And I'm like, "Mom, please hold me." I'm holding my mom. My mom, she wore some boots, some nice heel wedge boots, but they were thick. So her feet weren't hurting her going up there. But me, I wore some heels, some skinny 4-inch pumps, okay? And my feet were killing me. Not only my feet was killing me, but it was killing me because of the cobblestone. So I'm walking up this hill, and I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, like, I'm not going to make it. Like, I'm not going to make it. Like, I'm just like, I'm going to just lay out right here. I'm just not going to make it. And, like, I could not believe I walked almost, I want to say, all the way up that hill with some heels on. Oh, my goodness. Never again. Never again. We finally reached the end of the actual end of the cobblestone. I was like, oh, finally, flat surface. I was like, finally, some regular cement, some regular concrete. Like, I was like, oh, my feet can breathe. I was like, oh my goodness. So I finally reached the end. And now we're like, now what? I'm just like, oh my goodness, we're really at an intersection that has no lights, no buildings, other than the billboard sign of the actual cruise that we just came from. So we're basically like in a small little cut of an intersection, like basically a stop off. And I'm just like, great. So now what? What are we gonna do now? So my mom pointed out to me that maybe we need to stop asking somebody for directions. I said, who are we gonna ask for directions? There's not that many people that's around us right now. So I said, Mom, you know what? So the lady, another lady, that was there, she was from England. She was from London, and she spoke English. And she was trying to get with her husband to actually get a ride or try to get a taxi. And we were telling her, take Uber, because Uber is your best bet. But make sure your battery is charged, because my battery went dead, and now we're basically stranded. You know, we had to walk all the way from that hill up here. She said, oh my goodness. And I was like, yeah, like, it was just something else. But we literally sat there. We were just having just a little conversation. Next thing you know, we see this bike roll up with us with a little chariot in the back. And he was like, he looked at us, excuse me. He was like, do you want to ride? And we looked at him. We was like, and it's cold outside, you guys. Mind you not, it's cold. It's Paris, France. So it's cold. He was like, do y'all want to ride? I'll give you a ride anywhere you want to go. I even take you a tour around the city. And I looked at him and I was like, no, we're good. We're fine. Thank you. We're fine. And he said, you sure? I mean, I could take both of you ladies, you know, wherever you want to go. And I was like, we're good. We're fine, sir. Thank you for the offer. Let's be realistic here. I was not about to get in that chariot in no cold weather, riding up in no bike. And I'm saying, in my mind, I was like, it's dark. Where are you gonna go? Like, where are you gonna take us? Like, to our hotel, really? In that bike? No. And I was like, that little thing, like, I'm not about to fall. I just walk up some cobblestone, like, you really, you trying me today. So I was just like, you know what, sir, no thank you. I do not. He even asked her, she said, no, I don't want to ride. We was like, is he serious? Like, he literally wants to ride us in his little chariot bike up and down Paris, France. No, it's cold. I don't know. No. Well, I wish I took him up on the offer, you guys, because what I'm about to say just made my night just even worse. Because, okay, so next thing I know, oh, this is crazy. I told my mom, so let's go up, you know, into the city. Like, there has to be restaurants, some kind of landmark, something. But we got to get from this street light intersection kind of thing, because there's nothing around us. So we walked a couple blocks, and I said we crossed the road, and we walked. And finally we start seeing, like, taxis and buses and restaurants and all kinds of places. And so we stopped at a restaurant and we asked for directions. And I said, you know, I said, maybe we can walk to our hotel. Our hotel should not be that far. Maybe we can walk. We asked for directions, and I said, my battery's dead. And this man came out. He was like a host. And he came and he said, I said, can you tell us where to go? And he said, well, I can give you instructions, but I said, well, we can just walk there. He said, no, I don't recommend walking. And I was like, why? And he was like, it's not safe. And I was like, oh, okay. He said, but you can take a bus. And I said, or a train. And I was like, no, I really want to take a train. He said, well, you could take a taxi. And I said, well, the thing is, I would get an Uber, but my cell phone is, you know, it died. And he said, oh, I can charge your phone. And I said, oh, really? Oh, my goodness. Like, you can charge your phone? You guys, he had an iPhone. So he was going to give us his port to charge it and charge up my phone so I can order Uber. But yet again, I didn't have an iPhone. So unfortunately, I was out of luck. But he did recommend, he said, look, there's a taxi port over there. You can wait right there and the taxi will pull up and they will, you know, give you a ride. I was like, oh, great. Just great. I don't want to take a taxi. I was like, Mom, I don't want to take a taxi. But we had to cross the street to get to the taxi stop. And I was like, oh. And I was like, you know what? At this point, I just want to get back to the hotel. I just want to get back to the hotel so I can rest and just take a shower and just relax. I was like, Mom, do you have any more money left? Like any more money for taxi? She said, yeah, I do. And I was like, okay, fine. I said, but I just pray and hope that our taxi driver is just not a man. Like, can we just get a female taxi driver? Is it possible to get that? Sure enough, we see these taxi drivers pull up. But before we do, we're crossing the road. We see taxi drivers pull up across from us because the restaurant is across the street. So we had to walk over, wait for the light to turn for walking, and then we can walk over to the other side where they have the taxi stops. So we actually was walking over, and we see this bus, you guys. And at first, I thought the bus it's like a party bus. Like, at first, I thought the bus was just a bunch of, like, just regular, like, tour. I thought it was a tour bus at first. It was not a tour bus. And honestly, I don't even know for sure if tour buses, like the one I saw, run like that. And when I mean run like that, I mean, like, there were men on that bus. And there were a bunch of men on that bus. It was like a party bus for men, you guys. And I've never in my life seen this, but I'm just gonna go and let me say this. So we see this bus coming down, and we see people dancing. I'm like, oh my goodness! Like, you hear the music blasting. It's like some techno music and stuff like that, and they're just dancing. And lo and behold, while we're watching this bus come up to the stop light so we can actually cross the road, guess who passed us? The man on the bike